Hey YouTube, it's Mountain Stacker. Just wanted to come at you with a book review again, this time on United States Gold Coins and Illustrated History by Q. David Bowers. Um, he's a dynamo in the industry, um, one of the biggest names there. I got this book used, always try to buy used. It's a great book. It's a great condition, just these things can be pretty expensive sometimes. But as you're building out your reference library for your hobby, mine being numismatics and gold and silver and finance history, macroeconomics, and all of this just fits so nicely in that category. This book in general, though, I mean, it is like an encyclopedia. I did read it front to back. Um, you don't have to. It's like a coffee table book / textbook, but definitely some good information in it. Just it goes anywhere from American gold and gold coinage and overview, all the different kinds of mints. Goes through the dollars, the quarter eagles, threes, $4 stellas, which are just pattern coins, different patterns. How different types of rarities occurred. Double eagles, other kind of issues out there. All the different mints that minted gold coins, Carson City, Charlotte, Dahlonega. Interesting. It's always fun. Dahlonega and Denver both minted gold coins, but never at the same time. So you never had to worry about if you had they had the same mint mark. So the privies are the same, but never overlapped in years. So you don't have to be confused there. Anyway, it goes through everything, but also what it does is it goes through the different famous collectors of the day, which is cool because it wasn't always a thing. People didn't always collect coins and save silver and gold like they do now. But slowly more and more collectors started to, and originally it was just dates. It didn't matter about the mints, and then they realized, oh, maybe it would be cool to know all the different mint marks, and collect them all and have every single coin and then have every single type of pattern, those are out there. And there's collectors that were fervent about getting everything. And so, Max Meal's a big name in the auction world. Saw some of his stuff at the fun show that was in the displays that they had. It went in a lot of detail about the private mints before the U.S. Mint had put things in Charlotte. For instance, talked a lot about the Beckler Mint in Rutherford, in North Carolina, in Georgia. Talked a lot about some of the Mormon assayers and mint out there, as well as the California gold. The first commemorative technically was in 1848 Cal gold, smaller than the dollar, and I didn't know that. So talked about gold commemoratives. It went through all different details. It spent a lot of time talking about the struggle that Augustus St. Gaudens had with Charles Barber to get his designs done for the Teddy Roosevelt's want of a new American coin that represented a great country, because he thought, and a lot of other people thought, that we didn't have the best designs in our coins. And I didn't realize how much Charles Barber pushed back against Augustus St. Gaudens getting his high relief double eagle done. And you really kind of think through the story, and years go by before he can even get his design cleared through and started on the press. We had some awesome designs of not just we could have had that 1 cent coin, almost looks like the Flying Eagle, but would have been in 1907, but nope. Or even like a little mini double eagle for $1 or for a cent coin. Anyways, they never got done because, well, he died. He was in bad health, but it could have been done if Charles Barber didn't resist so much. And it turns out a lot of the artistic community really resented Charles Barber, didn't like his work, and really wanted him out of there. But politics, politics. So, but anyway, great book. Going to put it on the shelf, but I'm probably going to use it as a reference a lot, even as I'm trying to figure out what books I want to read next, because you can just look right in here and look, here's all the different books that he references in here. I can just go through and get all these books over time. It's a lot of reading. Sounds fun. But I did get another book when I was at the fun show. I might have pointed it out to you all, but it's going to be that good book. Definitely highly recommend that. But my next read, it's going to be interesting. It's the California Coiners and Assayers. And it's more of a perspective on the individuals who, more like the bankers and the, well, as it says, it's the coiners. And they really kind of were bankers and jewelers. It kind of profiles them a little bit more than necessarily like the events that maybe politically got voted in or something to do with the gold rush or the collectors. It's sort of like a different perspective. And so it's going to be a longer read. It's just a book, but I mean, the print is tiny. So it's going to be a little bit for me. I'm not a fast reader, not a slow reader. I'm a half fast reader. Anyway, well, listen, I appreciate you listening in and watching. I keep following if you can. Press that follow button and like the video if you can. And please, if you've got some good book recommendations for me or comments that you want to ask about, I can reference in here. But please do, participate in this community. It's a good one. If you can, get out there, meet some other collectors, go to some coin shows, walk into a new shop if you haven't been in one. Try to, every time I go to a new town, I try to look for a new place, and you never know what you're going to find there. People are just having different things all the time. So, but anyways, I'm rambling on that now, but did want to point out it's a great book. Highly recommend it. Q. David Bowers, United States Gold Coins and Illustrated History. And I'm going to come back with you in another review of this book after I read it, California Coiners and Assayers by Dan Owens. Mountain Stacker out. Thanks.